is so windy while I'm driving today. Yes, I know. You're always with me when I'm driving. I was listening to Dr. Laura just a little while ago, and you gotta love that woman. Oh my gosh. A lot of people don't like her. They think that she's just a bitch. Sorry. Or, she gives bad advice. But when you think about it, she actually gives pretty good advice. And when you think about the job that she has to do, I mean, here she is a psychologist, I think. She might be a psychiatrist. I doubt it. I think she's a psychologist. 70 years old, so she's got 70 years of life experience behind her, and she's got the education, and I think she was in private practice for a while. Anyway, so she's got all that, and she listens to these people call in with these problems. And my view on that has changed just a little bit. Not whether or not I like her, just love her. I've always loved her. Haven't necessarily abided by the information she's giving to people, but oh my God, some of these people call in some of the stupidest crap. It amazes me. And that actually brings me to what I wanted to talk about today. I used to listen to people. I've been listening to Dr. Laura for 20 years, I think. I used to have jobs where I traveled a lot, drove a lot. And so I would listen to her. She was like her and 80s rock. And I used to think, who on earth would call into a radio show that 5 trillion people listen to and pour their life story out? Who would do that? Why would you even want to do that? Look at me. Here I am. I'm not just on a radio show. Hell no. I've got to do it in video and pour my entire life out there on video, which is okay. I mean, I know, I have like 12 subscribers, and that's fine. It's no big deal. At least it's 12, but it's okay. I can't believe that I'm doing this, but I said I would. I'm not backing down. And actually, after last night, this is what I really want to talk about. After last night, I think it's a good idea. Something's just got to change my attitude right now, because I have a little bit of attitude. Last night I was watching some YouTube videos, and I came across a couple that were attached to Pee Wee Tom's website. And after I watched a couple, the last one I watched was about this girl. God help me, I can't remember her name. You know what, I want to give her credit, so before I post this, I'll find it and I'll put her name down in the description. But she had a brain tumor, and it was just this year. I mean, she started going through stuff earlier this year, and all of a sudden, the last video was 2 weeks after she had died. Her wife, or girlfriend, or significant other, I'm not really sure what relation, got on her YouTube page and gave a great video about how she had passed away, and it was sudden and all of that kind of thing. That one made me cry. She was so young, and she went through such hell, and she put it all out there. And it didn't matter. It doesn't matter. Maybe it does matter. What I mean is that they still die. Dan died. This girl died. Everybody I watched last night, with the exception of one, died. So why are we doing this? Why do we choose to throw the worst moment of our lives to the world so they can see? I think everybody has their own reasons. I'm pretty sure there's some psychology involved, like, you know, something happened to me in my childhood, shit like that. Nothing happened to me in my childhood to make me make a YouTube video when I have cancer. But logic would tell me that the time that I would want people to see me is at my best, which would have been in my 20s and 30s. But maybe that's not true. Maybe I'm at my best now. Because when someone gets a diagnosis that's got an expiration date. Okay, first, everybody has an expiration date. So I'm thinking through this on this video, through you. Everybody's gonna die at some point. Some people die traumatically in car accidents. Some people die of a heart attack when they're not ready for it. And some people die of cancer. A lot of people die of cancer. But maybe I'm better now because I have time to wrap my life up in a nice, pretty little package and put it where it needs to be. And in my 20s and 30s, I gotta tell you, I mean, I was incredibly successful at work, at what I did for a living. Very incredibly unsuccessful in my social life, or not my social life, but my personal life. Very difficult for me to have long-term relationships. But when I think back about my life, would I do anything different? Would anything that I would have done differently change the outcome that I have now? Who knows? The only thing that I know for positive is that I'm gonna die of cancer, or I'm gonna die of a treatment for cancer, one of the two. It's not gonna be 10 years from now, or 5 years from now. In fact, I haven't showed you part 2 yet. I've already beat their odds, 6 to 9 months with a 5% chance of living 3 years. That was in March of 2017. And I'm still going. However, I have a feeling that the CAT scan today is just gonna put things into even more perspective. I'm not worried about the CAT scan results. I'm worried about the options for the CAT scan results. I know my body, and I know how I feel, and I have been in so much pain the last couple days, and I have felt so terrible, just physically. And when you feel terrible physically for a while, it gets to you mentally. But anyway, back to my why question. I don't know why. I mean, I know why I'm doing this. I want to help people deal with cancer. I want to show them. I want to, how your life changes, the feelings that you go through, the things that weigh on you every single day. It never goes out of your mind, ever. Things that your family has to deal with. Oh my gosh. All of my family isn't dealing with this very well. I've got an oldest daughter who doesn't want to have anything to do with it. She wants to pretend everything's okay, and the unfortunate part is that it's not, and something is going to happen, and when I do die, she's going to get like blindsided. It's just going to hit her, and I can't do anything about that. She's 26 years old, and if she doesn't want to pay attention to it, I can't force her to do it. I texted her that I was doing this on YouTube, and she texted me back and said she didn't want to look at it. She didn't want to have anything in her life that made her sad. Well, honey, that's too bad, because there's a lot of things in life that are going to make you sad, and this is one of them. This is part of life, and this is part of your life, honey. Nothing I can say. I raised my children, what can I say? To be stubborn, independent. That's okay. Hopefully she'll get it. So anyway, I'm going to let you go for now. I'm going to get my CT today, and I won't have the results today. I'll have the results tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. See you later. Okay, why am I doing this? Let me just make it clear. I'm doing this so that I can help other people the way Pee Wee Tom's helped me. When I saw him, he was such a positive person, and I'm not like that. I try to be. I mean, I know he had to be in some crazy pain, and he was out doing all kinds of stuff, and he made these great videos. You know, I'm not that good. But I do have a message to deliver. I do want to help people that have been newly diagnosed. I don't think I've done that yet. I haven't even addressed that. I haven't even gotten the rest of my diagnosis and everything that's happened in this past year out. I will. One would think that making a 10 or 15 minute video a day and posting it would not be difficult, but it is. It's not difficult to make it, but posting it's a different story. But anyway, I'm also doing this to give people some clinical education. That's number 2, because it goes with number 3. I would really like to find some people with my diagnosis. I have small bowel adenocarcinoma with metastasis, stage 4 when it was diagnosed. And I want to find somebody, or find some research of somebody that's lived more than 19 months. You know, you can't find research about my diagnosis because everybody dies before they can do any. Anyway, those 3 things are the reason that I'm doing this. So I don't mind putting my life out there. I don't mind. I mean, it is a little bit invasive, but it's okay. I'm gonna do this until the day I die. And as morbid as it is, I'll probably have somebody film me while I die. Hell, I don't know. That is kind of sickening, but it is what it is. This is what happens. And I don't want it to happen. I have no intention on going anywhere anytime soon. I'm just pissed. I'm angry at pretty much everybody. But we'll talk about that later. I just wanted to let you know, this is why I'm doing this video. It's not that I don't have a purpose. I'm not just throwing it out there. This is why. Okay? See ya.